over $140,000 in upgrades. This home right here on a full acre, brand new community called Leander Estates. Let's go check it out. So excited to have you back on the channel today, and I really appreciate you taking the time. Got a brand new home here on a full acre right here in Leander, Texas. This is a brand new subdivision called Leander Estates. And I'm excited to bring you today's tour. This is a beautiful one-story home called the Aransas Plan, built by Scott Felder Homes. And in today's video, we're gonna get a really good deep dive perspective of this home, the pros, the cons. We're gonna look at everything. And on the channel, I always bring you homes that show you different type of value points. So I'm hoping today I can show you some of the interesting things about this home. And then from a value standpoint, we can pull back a little bit, and I can also share with you some other deals that have very similar characteristics that it might be at a better value. But this particular home, brand new, Leander Estates, okay? Right near the high school. And as you come up first, it's always about the elevation. We have a beautiful long driveway here with a salt finish. This is one heck of a driveway with a salt finish. Really, really pretty. On a cul-de-sac here on Whale Song Way. And one of the things that I always love about Scott Felder Homes, and something they really have taken a higher precedence, is landscape. Landscape and curb appeal. Everything from these Esperanza, they call them cowbells. These things are hardy. They grow and they grow. They don't need a lot of things. You got succulents, you got agave, you got, a beautiful crepe myrtle heel to the side. You just got some really nice bed work they've done here with the retention wall, and just a beautiful elevation. These are the kind of details that are always so important. And when you have full gutters like you see right here, I mean, this is a beautiful home with a lot of great value. But as you come up, as soon as you come up to this 8-foot door, here's one of the first things that caught my eye. This is a great home, and there's a lot of neat things about it. Scott Felder does a great job of spaces. This particular hallway, right when you come in here, it feels a little tight to me. Want to see what you think? This tray ceiling, very pretty. I've seen that in a lot of their homes. It's kind of a staple that they do. This, I'm going to close the door behind me. This Aransas Plan, 4 bedrooms, 3 and a half bath, 2,700 square feet, and we are on 1 acre. And we're gonna get into all of it. We're gonna look at all the different aspects of this home. At the time of this recording, this home is priced right at $939,000 on 2,700 square feet in this beautiful brand new community. And we're gonna take a look at all the different aspects. I wanna see what you think about this particular home and this plan, which is one of the newer plans in their stable of plans. And I'm gonna show you many different plans that they build in this community. And we're gonna look at everything, but as you know, everything always begins right here in the kitchen. You have a beautiful, nice open kitchen where you have these 42-inch uppers. We have a cabinet that I'm gonna ask you, what would you do with it? Because I honestly have no idea. As a person who walks homes every day, I kind of have an idea, but I don't have an idea. And it's straight ahead. I'm gonna tell the elephant in the room. Right above the range, that clear glass insert, right underneath is the vent hood. What is that? Is that for the bread? Is that, obviously it's not for bread, but I'm just saying, I'm like, what is that? I'm not exactly sure. I would love to know. Please let me know in the comments. But one of the things I do love about this center island is having all these functional cabinets. Really great functional cabinets all throughout this kitchen. The 42-inch uppers, these bottom cabinets and drawers, and then all the way to the top. You know, they didn't go with the glass inserts, and that's okay. But you got plenty of cabinets in this kitchen, and they went with the same kind of quartz that's on this center island, which is very pretty, has some really good movement and veining. And as you look straight ahead, it just makes it that much easier to wipe down, splatter, things that you're not worried about, grout lines and all that headache. You got everything right here, easy. It's a real nice, clean look that, in all honesty, I'm seeing every day a lot more. So all KitchenAid appliances within this kitchen. Okay, so we got one oven only, microwave, really nice fancy dishwasher I saw earlier, a nice KitchenAid dishwasher right there, and really nice, good, functional counter space right here within this center island. Very impressed with that. One of the things that really impresses me about Scott Felder Homes is they're getting better and better about their pantries in all their houses. The Duval plan, the Avery plan, they really stick out to me as great one-story homes that have wonderful pantries that a lot of my clients love. This is not it. Obviously, when I'm showing you this like Abbi, that's pretty average. That's not good. But as I take a little step inside, you got this whole other side right here. So it is a really, really good creative way they've used space, let me tell you. So you got a really nice pantry. I'm standing inside of it right now. Really good size. Straight ahead, a mud room to your left, and that door right there is going to be the 2-car garage. But before we go there, really good utility room. You know, I have a lot of my clients who tell me, Abbi, utility rooms, we need to have a really good space where we can fold clothes. You know, and here you got plenty of cabinets, you got functional counter space, a nice sink for those garments, you know, that we need to take any kind of stains out of, anything. I'm gonna close this door right here, but we got this really good 42-inch upper cabinet, really good space within this utility room right here. Very impressed. As we leave this area, got the mud room. This is a staple within a Scott Felder home where they had this mud bench. So another great area here for storage, really nice. I really like to see this. And they do this in every one of their homes. And one of the things I always tell my clients who are building from scratch, please put that receptacle right next to that. Let's be honest. We know how many, all our kids are using all these things for devices to charge constantly. We need to have more things like that. This garage, 2-bay garage, is very tight. Barely is gonna be able to fit 2 cars and prevent door dings, and we don't have a lot of space for storage. So I wanna make sure I mention that. You got a tankless water heater here. You have an expansion tank, which I love to see. Haven't seen this all the time, so I'm very happy to see that expansion tank on a tankless. Water softener loop. They've ran all the conduit right here. You just need a receptacle for electric charging, but that right there costs money. We all know that's anywhere between $1,500 to $2,000 to run that 50 amp wire. Right here, radiant barrier, not spray foam insulation. I do have some builders that do standard spray foam insulation. Reach out to me, I'll let you know who those builders are. As you come in back from that garage, you know, this is one of the great vantage points, is standing right here in this corner. And as I pan right to left, really want you to see just the really good space and size. This home being 2,700 square feet literally feels like 2,700 square feet. This does not feel overly big to me. Doesn't feel overly small, feels a little bit small, I'm not gonna lie. But overall, this 2,700 square feet, I mean, it feels it. And this would be a great home for a young family. A lot of my empty nesters who watch the channel, this would be a great floor plan. If you don't need a lot of space, but you love to entertain, because you got these beautiful sliders we're gonna see out here, and you got an amazing dining room like this. This dining room is awesome. Love the sheer size. I'm gonna see if I can get it all on camera here. It is a great size because as that door opens up left and right, you can easily put any kind of table you want here from a size standpoint, and it will fit. So that is really, really nice. And we're gonna take a look at the outdoor kitchen here shortly, but Here in the family room, you have this electric starter to the gas fireplace. It definitely emits a decent amount of heat. Nothing that's gonna make, you know, your roast marshmallows and do s'mores, but overall, it's ambient, it's nice. Kind of like this tile. I've seen this in another home they put recently. They're loving this look, I guess, lately. It could be polarizing. Let me know what you think in the comments. It's definitely out there. But you have Cat 5e, RG6, and you have a pull-through, which is amazing. And they do this in a lot of their homes. And I'm very, very impressed by that. And I think that's wonderful. We're gonna go to the front of the home last. Today, we're gonna go straight this time because I wanna show you the office, powder room, and the primary bedroom. So it's kind of interesting. In this hallway, you have the powder room to your right, you have the primary bedroom straight ahead, and to your left, you have a very nice, quaint study. Very nice right here, double doors that lead into your office. Got 4 can lights and a fan, and these beautiful windows that look out to what would be the backyard. Take a look at this right here. Good size. Only thing I don't see in here, which I'm kind of disappointed, I expect to see it, is having an RG6 or Cat 5e drop. I don't see that in that office. I think that's a miss. Right here, pedestal sink. I'm gonna get that word right today. And here within the primary bedroom, love these windows. And wait until you see these ceiling treatments. Very pretty. I've seen this a lot in a lot of their homes. I've seen everything from when the Duval Plan was a model home in a neighborhood. I've seen it where they have faux beams, but these are just obviously sheetrock. But you can do a lot of things from an optic standpoint, looks-wise, but it's a really nice size room here. I'm gonna stand here in the middle. I love these transom windows right there at the top. It's very, very pretty. But I love this right here. Once again, I mean, this is the kind of stuff I like to see. Is you got the conduit pull through for RG6, Cat 5e, and when you want to, if you want to hang your TV, great. If you don't want to hang it, you don't have to hang it. You can simply just put a piece of art there. And speaking of art, this right here is like a centerpiece going into this primary bath. This freestanding tub with this beautiful tile has like this really nice shimmer thing. It makes me think of my daughters. They used to love this cartoon called Shimmer and Shine. And this right here, it looks very much like that when I see this. A his and hers vanity that are identical in size. Sometimes I see bathrooms like this and one's bigger than the other. In this one, they are identical. So nobody has to do a flip of the coin on this one. But it's a really nice 12 by 24 tile that has a really nice kind of porcelain look. Very pretty. I'm gonna stand right here and we're gonna take a look at this shower. Love this rain glass. It's a really pretty shower right here. 12 by 24 tile, the same tile that's on the floor all the way to the top. Really pretty, and this is a really good size shower. The only thing I don't see, and maybe I haven't seen it, nope, it's not here, is there is no bench. So for our ladies who need to, you know, have those conveniences, I don't see that. I just see a small niche that will barely fit any kind of Costco sized shampoo bottles. But that's to the right here, you have a linen closet. Then you have your lavatory, and then you have your primary closet right here. It's definitely a little bit on the smaller side, but like I said, this home, you feel the 2,700 square feet. This home does not feel any larger to me than that. But I wanted to basically show you everything. I love this right here. They do this in a lot of their homes, is having that access. Every one of their homes I've seen, they always do that. I'm very happy to see that. I think that's a lot better way where it doesn't make it as invasive whenever you need to do repairs. We're gonna end outside, but we're gonna go down this hallway first and look at the other 3 secondary bedrooms. They're very, some of them are really impressive, some of them are small. First, we'll go to the smallest room. Right here to the left, right as you come into the home, to the right, you have a single bay garage that's very small. Just good for probably storage and a lawnmower. Let me show you right here. This is it. It's very pretty from the outside because it's the front of the home, but you have this little stoop right here and this area right here. And that's it. So this is the one bay garage. As soon as that door closes, I'm gonna close it all the way. This is the smallest room to me, optics wise, when I walk in here. But it does have an ensuite bath, and they've done a very creative way, a very creative way. But when you go into this bathroom, there's like Tetris, you gotta play with doors because there is a linen in there. There's a door to the bathroom, obviously, and a door to the closet, all within here. So I'm gonna go in here and show you, first and foremost, the first door, take a step back and not trip over the commode. There's this door, but here's your maze of doors, all right here. You have a closet that's barely walk-in. We're not gonna call it walk-in, we're gonna call it sidestep. You sidestep into a closet like this, okay? You can't walk in there. But I'm gonna close all these doors, one by one. This is with all the doors closed. So you got the closet straight ahead, you got that linen right here. So it's a creative way to use space. Every inch has been used, which is good, you know, that has its positives. And then this is obviously the door that leads you right back outside the restroom. But this does have a shower. So this being your bedroom number 4, does have a shower with the mud set. Well, obviously would have loved to see the 12 by 24 tile all the way to the top. Really would have made a much bigger difference. But overall, it's nice. Got a little bit of width right here on the niche, but not great height. But this is very nice. I love this cabinetry here with the functional counter space. It's all done well. Down this hallway, we're gonna have 2 bedrooms that have a Jack and Jill. And I believe that these are very good and unique and really good size rooms. This particular room, right when you come in, first and foremost, really love the ceiling height. Really, really nice ceiling height in this room. I'm gonna stand here in the corner. Love this window, by the way, as well. But really pretty. I'm gonna pan left to right. Both of these rooms, I'll be honest with you, straight ahead, from a dimension standpoint, it feels the same. Height-wise, I think that one feels a little less, but these bathrooms are identical. The closets, they literally mirror each other. So if you got small kids, no one's gonna be fighting, hopefully. This is gonna be ample space for everybody. But you got, you know, this is definitely a walk-in closet. You got a good space you can put here to the right, real nice. In this area that we're in, there is a lot of development, a lot of new development. I wanna make sure I mention that to you here on the channel. This is a really, really strong place to be right now because you got a lot of the big players in this community and the surroundings. So what I want to tell you is this. Here in Leander Estates, you have 3 builders. You have Gideon's Homes, you have this builder, Scott Felder, and then you have David Weekley, really good builder as well. All great builders. They all have their pros and cons, right? Now, literally across the street from this neighborhood, you have Hilltop, which is a brand new subdivision by Drees that's gonna have acre lots. Gonna definitely be at a higher price point than this, but you're gonna have that, which obviously always helps, okay, from an equity standpoint and from keeping up with the Joneses. And then you also have Toll Brothers, which is building a brand new 1 acre or larger lots, I should say, at a minimum, half-acre lots, I believe, to acre. Really pretty neighborhood. So there's a lot of beautiful things that are happening in this area. Right past these trees that you see, that is a neighborhood called Gatewood, and it has been here for many years. Beautiful, beautiful community. And that was the only thing kind of out here that had this resemblance. Now, what you're gonna see in this area, as we step outside in this beautiful covered patio, is all this is gonna get developed with 1 acre home sites. This is not gonna be a huge neighborhood. This is still a very nice, beautiful pocket neighborhood with low taxes, low HOA. So you get a lot of flexibility and freedom to kind of do what you want. And you get, you know, peace and serenity. And here's the main thing is the city's close by. So it's not like you're too far away. Obviously this was all farmland, but they've done a great job developing this. And this is gonna be a really, really amazing place to be. So in my opinion, it's always good to be out in these kind of communities on the front end. You're going to get the best pricing. You're going to get to choose your lot. You're not going to have this, well, you know what, we built this plan here, so we have to repeat it. We can only repeat it X amount of times. You're not going to have that headache. So it's one of the things I like doing and telling my clients is, if you really are looking for this 1 acre, designing it yourself, peace, serenity, but also being close to everything, this is the kind of community you want to get in now. Get in this phase 1 pricing before they basically level up and they take pricing up a little bit more. These are the kind of things that I want to make sure I tell you. And always look at that survey. So important to look at that survey. Get a really good idea of every lot's going to be different. You're going to have PUEs on the sides towards the back line. You're going to have a build line at the front and the back. You know, learning all those things where if in the future, if I'm like, hey, you know what, I really wanted a pool and I had my heart set out that it was going to be right here. You know, these are the kind of things that we got to check on the front end. This right here, really nice. Coyote Grill are making some of the best stuff right now. And I'm seeing all the builders use this particular brand. You got a sink out here with this looter top area here for a beverage fridge. I mean, this is done right in every way. This is a really, really pretty covered patio with the tongue and groove. Very, very nice. Want to see what you think about this Aransas plan. Hopefully I was honest with you and not too brutal in any way. I always like telling you, if it's amazing, I'm going to say it's amazing. If I feel like, hey, you know what, I don't see it, I'm going to say I don't see it. They have a lot of amazing plans here. One of the plans that really impresses me, stay tuned to the channel. It's called the Bulverde. And trust me, I will give it its flowers and its adjectives. This particular one for $939,000, it's going to be a little niche. It's going to be a little bit of who's looking for this type of home and this type of size. So if you have any questions at all about Scott Felder Homes or Leander Estates, please feel free to reach out to me. Look forward to hearing from you. Look forward to bringing you the next video here on the channel. I appreciate you so much. You have no idea. Really means a lot to me. I love all the comments, and I listen and I read every single one of them, and I put my heart and soul into this. So I really appreciate you guys. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the channel on the next one. Take care. Goodbye.